Thank God you've come.
Mr. and Mrs. Wilkins, is it?
I knew at once she was dead. And the removal men had a mobile, so I just dialed 999.
Yeah, we'd only just got here with the furniture, you see.
We left at 7 and we were hoping to be unloaded by 11, and now this has to happen.
How inconvenient for you, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't touched her. I took one look and came straight back out. I didn't want Linda upset.
Oh, come on, Donald.
Let's just get inside, shall we, sir?
No, Linda.
I'm all right.
In there. She is dead, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's nothing anyone could have done, Mr. Wilkins, don't worry. Any sign of any ID, George, anything?
Well, just a wedding ring. Hold on. You've got a locket, yeah? Picture of a baby and a lock of hair.
Oh. Poor thing.
It might be best to take your wife and wait outside, sir. It's a bit upsetting.
Oh,
Sierra Oscar from 85.
I'll go and get some details.
Yeah, we're at 73 Goddard Avenue now, Reg. Just to confirm, we do have a body. Can you inform Inspector Munro and CID? Call the FME, please.
But I mean, she's in the baby's bedroom. I shan't be able to use it now, not after this.
Shush, Linda, please.
I mean, who is she? What's she doing in our house?
This is all I need. She didn't want to move here in the first place.
I knew it was a mistake. I just knew.
So you've never seen the old lady before, Mr. Wilkins?
No, of course not.
Mrs. Wilkins?
We've only just arrived. We don't know anyone.
So neither of you have got any idea who she might be?
Absolutely no idea whatsoever.
Right.
Did you open the patio doors when you arrived this morning, sir?
No.
Sure? Okay, Tar. Dave. The doors were open, and these were on the floor. It looks like she must have come in from outside, doesn't it? Broken in during the night, I guess. Right, I'll try the neighbours.
Right.
Hi, Gary, stop! Give it back, you thieving toe rag. Get off! Get your hands off me!
All right, that's enough! That's enough! I said pack it in!
He stole it from his shop.
No, I didn't!
I saw you with my own eyes.
Yeah, just hang on a minute. All right, let's have a bit of hush. Just give me your name, please, sir.
Len Collett. That's my shop down there, right? And this little tea leaf comes up and nicks his
No!
phone.
You'll have your say in a minute. All right, Mr. Collett.
Grabs it out of me fridge and tries to make a run for it.
No, I didn't, pinch.
Then why didn't you pay for it?
All right, Mr. Collett. Can I have your name too, please?
Get off! Don't touch me!
Right! I'm arresting you for theft, drunken disorderly behaviour and assault on a police officer. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Leave me alone!
Sarah Oscar from 517. Yeah, I'm halfway down Wright Street Market. Can I have some transport? One arrest.
So the people that moved out yesterday...
Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, yeah.
Have you got their new address?
No.
The agent's Crossley and Knight.
Yes.
Excuse me, Gal, but what's the score? I can't hang about. I've got to get this lot unloaded.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid you're just going to have to be a bit patient.
I can't. I've got to be back in Southend by midday on another job.
Excuse me.
Take it easy. Do try and cooperate.
Let me go!
Come on, in you go. Let me out!
How's he managed to get in that state at 9:30 in the morning? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
The patio door, sir. It had been locked, but it wouldn't have been very difficult to push open because the catch has gone, see? Been broken for some time by the look of it.
So you're saying the old girl wandered into the garden and forced her way into the house, took off her slippers and dressing gown, went upstairs.
She could have been dumped here, of course.
What did the previous owners have to say about it?
Well, we don't know yet. They moved out yesterday and they didn't leave a forwarding address.
You've been on to the estate agents?
Yeah, sure. No one's there yet. We left a message, obviously. There is a side gate, sir, and again we found it ajar.
Any luck?
And most of the neighbours seem to be out, sir. Those that they're in don't seem to know anything at all.
Have you tried this side, George?
Nobody there, Dave.
Yeah, hold on.
Anything for us yet, sir?
Doesn't look like it, Alan. We're just waiting for the doctor.
Is there anyone at home?
Excuse me, I wonder if I could have a word about the furniture.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's only the doctor.
And this is exactly as she was found, is it?
Yes.
She hasn't been moved, nothing's been taken off her.
No.
Sad way to end up, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, here's your bail form, sign here and here. And hurry up, otherwise we can't release you. You see one of this lot?
Sarge?
The all-night party at Croft Estate.
Don't know, Sarge. Drunk and disorderly Ride Street Market, that's all I know.
Pockets. Name, please.
I don't think he's able to remember his name in a moment, Sarge. Get me out of here!
I'm going to tell us who you are. Right, in a circle, sober up. You're under arrest for drunken disorderly behaviour and assaulting a police officer. You're entitled to have someone informed of your arrest, legal representation, and to see a copy of the Code of Practice.
Yeah, all right, Reg, thanks. Nothing from missing persons, sir.
What's the verdict?
Well, nothing suspicious as far as I can see, Inspector. No injuries, no signs of violence.
So it's natural causes.
Depends when she died, of course, but her body temperature is very low, and the extremities are a bit blue. I'd say the most likely cause of death was hypothermia.
So a bit early in the year, though, isn't it?
Well, not really, not if you're old and you haven't eaten, and you've only got your nightie on. Oh, we'll see what they say about this one at the post-mortem.
I'll get along then.
Thanks. We'll get back if we need you.
Sir. I've sent Dave Quinlan up to the old people's home at the top of the road.
We would have found one of the name tags on a nightdress.
Yeah, I know, but even so, it's the most likely place I can think of. Failing that, it's the social services. I mean, someone somewhere must be minding this an old lady.
Unless you lived alone, of course.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what's going on?
George? The doctor doesn't think there was anything suspicious about the actual cause of death, sir. So once the undertaker's collected the body, you're free to move in.
Once the body's collected, I mean, how long will that be?
Well, I can't say exactly.
Look, the removal van's got to be away by midday.
Yeah, it'll be going bonkers in Southend otherwise.
And what about Linda? She can't sit there indefinitely.
OK, you can get cracking if you like. Just don't go in the room the old lady's in, if you wouldn't mind.
You must be joking. I'm not getting in the house, let alone the room. Not ever again.
Linda.
I am serious, Donald. I'm not.
Right, you've had half an hour to sober up. I hope you're going to be a bit more cooperative. Can you have your name, please? Look, you've been arrested for, among other things, assaulting a police officer. Now, that's a very serious offence. So do yourself a favour and give us a name, some details. Yep, hold on. Steady. You all right? You sure it's just a beer? Check his pockets.
Stand up.
I think he's taken something, Sarge. And I bet he was at that all night, too.
You at that party at the Woodcroft Estate? Is that what's wrong with you?
Look at him, at his eyes.
Nothing, Sarge.
Right, I'll call the doctor.
Oh, no. If any of my residents wandered off, my staff would know immediately.
So no one's gone away for a few days, gone missing, anything like that?
No one goes away, Constable. Once they're here, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, dears. Well, thanks anyway.
There is a fundamental significant difference because people who think you're unemployed think you're unemployable. There's a big difference between the two. Now I'm...
Come on, get a move on. Hurry up. Steady.
Excuse me? What on earth's going on?
I think you've got some new neighbours, madam.
Oh, yeah, but what the hell's that?
Have you got a moment? The people have just moved out from this house, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. They lived here alone, yeah? Just a couple.
I think so, yeah.
Right, do you know where they've moved to?
We've only lived here 3 months. We never spoke. I mean, we tried. They were dead snooty.
About what age were they?
Blimey. In their 40s? I only saw him a few times.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about them?
No. Well, they was always having the doctor and nurse round. That's the only thing. We thought one of them must have been an invalid.
I'll see.
Come on, mate, wake up. Mike, Polly. Come on, wake up, come on.
Sarge?
Get him up. No mind the doctor, call an ambulance.
Medical alert, Sarge. Diabetes. Takes insulin.
Yeah. The woman next door was just telling me a bit about the Jacksons. Apparently they were always having the doctor round and a nurse.
Think about it, won't be a minute. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Yeah, can I have a word, please?
If it's about the poll tax, you can shove off.
No, it's not about the poll tax. It's about the house next door. Yeah, it's about Mr. and Mrs. Jackson.
You better come in.
I wondered if you knew where they'd gone, that's all.
Never had nothing to do with them. Never even spoke to them.
So, what, you couldn't tell me anything about them? What sort of people they were, who their friends were, that sort of thing?
It was her, wasn't it?
I'm sorry?
In that coffin. I saw them carrying it out. I thought she couldn't last much longer.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. Who are we talking about?
The old girl. Old Mrs. Jackson. His mother. I used to hear her crying through the wall and shouting. And them shouting back at her, mad as that as she was. I thought I couldn't hear, but I could.
Yeah, 20 Leadman's Court. Got that, Reg?
Sergeant Cryer says you can get over there right away and take the Jacksons in to identify the body.
Yeah, right you are, Reg. We're on our way now.
Right. I think that little mystery's on its way to being solved. Mr. and Mrs. Jackson had Mr. Jackson's old mum living with them.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Well, I've just had Reg on the radar. Social services knew about them all the time, apparently, including their new address. Sarge wants us to go and break the good news.
Right.
Her name was Betty Jackson. She was aged 78 and she had senile dementia. Well, they couldn't have, could they? Just moved house and left her behind.
It's a cruel world, George.
What is it, a hypo?
I said he was a diabetic on his,
A hypo, right?
Well, he's wearing his medallion thing around his ankle of all places.
Ah, right. We'll need a glucagon injection. What's his name?
John Reed.
Yeah, he'll be as right as rain in 10 minutes, but we'll have to run him up to St Hugh's casualty.
Right.
Just in case.
Here's the parents' number. Give him a ring and tell him what's happened and tell him that he's been taken to casualty just as a precaution, right?
Cheers. What I want to know is it an offence?
What?
Moving house and leaving your mum behind as part of the fixture and fittings?
We don't know that's what's happened yet, do we?
Yeah, but it's what it looks like, though, isn't it? And she had senile dementia, right? So they must have known that she wasn't able to look after herself. So it's like leaving a child on its own.
Well, second childhoods don't count, do they? Not that I know of. Still, it doesn't make it a very nice thing to do, though, does it?
Number 20, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, look, George, I'll do it.
Martin?
Mr. Martin Jackson?
Yeah?
I believe you moved in yesterday, yeah?
That's right.
Could you tell me your last address, please?
73 Goddard Avenue.
Look, what is all this?
Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. The body of an elderly lady has been found at that address.
A what?
The body of an old woman. She'd been discovered when the new people came to move in earlier this morning. She died during the night. I believe you had your mother living with you, and Mrs. Betty Jackson?
Yeah? Oh, no. It's not her, mate. She's in hospital.
At which hospital?
East London General. I should know. Took her there myself yesterday afternoon.
I see.
Because we were moving house, right? There's no way she could have got back home again. No way. Whoever's in that house, it isn't my mother.
What's she like?
White hair, a pink dressing gown.
Well, that could be anyone, couldn't it? Any old woman at all.
Or she had a locket round her neck with a picture of a baby in it.
Martin.
It can't be her. This is ridiculous.
Martin.
I brought her here, right, to this hospital to casualty. OK, you say you checked the admissions list and she isn't on it, but she wouldn't be, would she? Because she's forgotten what her name is, so she couldn't have told them.
Sir, if you took her in...
I took her in, there was a queue. I didn't have time to hang around.
So what are you saying, Mr. Jackson? That you left her there and didn't tell them who she was?
Well, we were going to.
We were moving house. I couldn't wait.
I'll go and check, see if the body's ready to view.
He helped himself to the fizzy drink because he had to. He had to have sugar quickly and he didn't have any money on him.
I know that now, but he didn't explain it at the time.
Because he couldn't. Lack of sugar affects the brain. He didn't know what he was doing.
Right, well, I'm sorry.
Sorry? My son needed urgent medical attention and you locked him in a cell. He could have died.
Mrs. Reed, your son had been fighting. He'd been drinking...
Aggression is a classic sign of a hypo. You should know that. And even if you didn't, it was there on his medical alert disc. I'm sorry. I'll have to ask you for your name.
PC Jarvis, Scannell.
Jarvis, right. I'm afraid I shall be complaining at the highest level.
You can take him home now, Mrs. Reed. Doctor's just reading him the riot act, so perhaps wait a minute, eh?
Sorry?
Well, he was a bit of a silly boy, let's face it. Dancing the night away, drinking too much, taking uppers and downers and goodness knows what. Well, for a diabetic, that's absolutely asking for trouble.
So he was at that rave on the Woodcroft estate, was he?
Some all-night do or other.
John, what on earth have you been...
I'm okay. You must be that copper I ate, yeah? I mean, I can't remember a thing.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right. I'm not going to be charging you, you'll be glad to hear.
Charge him? What for?
But the next time, don't hide away your necklet thing where we can't find it, eh?
What?
I just get sick of it sometimes, that's all. People asking me what it is, wanting to know what's wrong with me.
I don't understand it. He's coped with his diabetes all these years and suddenly he breaks every rule in the book.
I'm okay. Sorry.
Okay, they're ready for you now. You don't have to come in if you don't want to, Mrs. Jackson.
Allow it to her.
It won't be her, Pat. I don't believe this. I left her in casualty. How'd she get herself back home again?
I take it you've positively identified her, Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Well, in that case, you better have this.
Couldn't even find her own way to the toilet. How the hell she do it?
Martin.
Typical. Bloody typical. Awkward to the end. Silly cow.
Martin, please.
I wouldn't upset yourself too much, Mr. Jackson. She's off your hands now.
Jackson? The old girl's son? In here now?
Making a complaint, would you believe?
He's got a nerve. What's he complaining about?
Dave, mind you, it sounds more like a case of Jackson's guilty conscience than anything else. Granny dumping. Whatever next. All the rage in America, apparently.
What I don't understand is how she managed to walk all the way back to Goddard Avenue from the hospital. I mean, it must be a good mile.
Oh, well, just because someone's gone gaga doesn't mean to say they're not physically fit, does it? That's one of the sad things about it, Bob.
And the other thing is, how come nobody stopped her? I mean, there she is, a little old lady, tottering along in her dressing gown and her slippers, hundreds of people around, and no one notices her.
They probably did, Bob. But nobody gives a toss anymore, do they?
Ah, heard you had a bit of a flap on in the cell this morning.
Mate, don't give me any stick about it, Sarge. I've had all that from the boy's mother. She was all set to make a complaint.
That must be one of those days. Inspector Munro's dealing with a complaint against Dave Quinlan, would you believe?
Yeah, OK, so he was having one of those hypo things, not enough sugar or something. But how was I supposed to know?
You know better for the next time, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, you mean the next time a drunk takes a pop at me, I'll know to get down on my hands and knees and see if he's got a medallion round his ankle.
I understand that one of my officers...
He upset my wife. He showed no sympathy. He was extremely rude and insulting.
Right, Mr. Jackson.
P.C. Quinlan, his name was, and if I don't get an apology from him to my wife in person, I shall take the whole matter up with the Chief Inspector.
Yes, well, I am the duty officer in charge, sir, so suppose we sit down and you tell me what's happened.
I'm going there just at the moment if I were you, Dave.
Why?
According to Cryer, there's someone in there making a complaint against you.
What? Oh, that's all I need.
We couldn't have friends round. Couldn't go out. Couldn't have holidays. It's like having a baby, only worse. She pissed herself, she stank. She wouldn't wash. It's
Nearly set the house on fire twice, playing with matches in the middle of the night. In the end, we didn't dare sleep.
8 years my wife's coped. My mother, but Pat had to cope with it all. Council shut down the only nursing home we could have got her into. Couldn't afford a private one. Then we got these new regulations last April. Assessments. Half a rainforest of forms to fill in, and still we got nothing. It was down to us. It's called care in the community. Doctor said Pat couldn't take much more. So I had this idea. We'd move house, make a fresh start. I'd take Mum to casualty and leave her there. Tell them when they traced us we wouldn't have her back. I saw a TV programme about it, see? Lots of people do it. She wouldn't have suffered, would she?
Probably not, sir.
I mean, there was no life for her, was it, as it was, once her mind had gone?
It's very difficult, isn't it? So, what about this complaint? Do you want to take the matter further?
Martin?
Sorry.
I mean, there are two ways I can deal with it. I can either record it as an official complaint, in which case the matter will be fully investigated, or I can leave it off the record and have a quiet word with the officer concerned. Either way, it'll be dealt with. The first way is obviously a lot more serious for the young officer, but it's entirely up to you.
I'm sorry, Mum.
Come on, Martin. He worshipped her, you see. In the end, it was him that couldn't take it anymore, not me.
You insulted him, he said. Showed no sympathy and upset his wife.
Well, I don't get it, sir.
No, neither do I. So, what's it all about?
Maybe I was a bit short with him at the hospital.
Look, Dave, we've all got personal feelings, but we do not let them show.
Yeah, I know that, sir. Yeah, I should have kept my big mouth shut, yeah.
Well, you're lucky. He's not taking the matter any further. Don't let it happen again. Off you go. That picture of the child in the locket, that was him, you know, Mr. Jackson, Mummy's only boy.
Sir, why didn't the Wilkins know who the old girl was? I mean, they must have seen her there when they came to look at the house.
I asked Mr. Jackson about that. Apparently, he used to hide Mum in the garden shed when people came round. He was probably scared she'd put off prospective purchasers. Right, here we go.
Okay. 3 of you go through the garden of 65 with June and wait in Gaines' back garden. Now be quiet while you're there. The rest you come with me.
Do you know what time it is?
WPC Ackland, Sunhill. We need to gain access to the back garden next door. Could you open your side gate for us, please?
Tony Gaines, is it? Why don't you do him proper this time? Fill him up. Get him put away.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Dave.
We're going to get a result this time, Suzi.
Well, Gaines has been seen selling jewellery and electrical goods, so...
I don't mean we'll find anything in his gaff, though, does it?
No, we've had some really good tips this time. Really let us know what he's up to.
Done a good job of replacing that door.
Be easier if he got a revolving one.
All in position, Sarge.
Okay, June. Tony Gaines, it's the police. Open up, Gaines. Go on.
You're just in time for the second half.
Okay, 3 you go.
She'll look at the warrant.
You've got a nerve. Penny just got the kid back to sleep.
Right, TV, video, sound system. I assume you've got receipts?
Did have. Barton Street was here the other week. They've probably got them.
Otherwise, they're lost.
How convenient.
You come with me, please?
Where are you going? She should go with the officer. I don't want you saying we planted anything.
Sarge, personal stereos, mini TV and a microwave.
Right, and they're all yours, are they, Tony? Gaines?
Yeah, they're mine. Got them down the warehouse. You enjoy your job, don't you?
Just checking the drains.
Sarge!
Yeah. Huh. Looks like you scored an own goal, Tony.
It's mine. Heroin. It's for personal use.
Stupid cat.
Lizzie Hart, I'm arresting you for possession of heroin. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence.
I'll leave you to it.
What can I do for you?
Are you in charge?
Will you tell us what the problem is? I'll see what I can do for you.
My bike. It got nicked last week.
Right, and you are?
Sorry?
We need your name first and your address.
But I gave you all the details when I reported it stolen.
I haven't got the papers here now, have I?
Oh, yeah, right. It's Carla Graham, 45 Fan Road.
And the kind of bike?
Mountain, you know, with the chunky tyres.
Mm-hmm. Colour?
It's on sale in Henderson's.
You've seen your stolen bike on sale in Henderson's? Yeah. Right, if you take a seat down there, I'll see if we can get someone to come and deal with
But
it.
I've just told you. All you've got to do is get down to Henderson's when it opens.
Take a seat, someone will come and see you.
Now, what about the child, Sarge?
Sam's staying with me.
You and Dave have a word with the neighbours, see if someone can take care of him.
You ain't leaving my kid with them. Probably then they grass me up.
To be grassed up suggests you've done something.
Not with this lot. They don't like me.
You don't say.
We can do. You have to take it to a locksmith.
Carla Graham?
You going to get my bike back for me?
We need to have a talk first. In here. If we are going to help you, we need some more information.
I just told the bloke at the desk.
Have you been in the shop, spoken to the owner?
No, he doesn't open till 8:30. I just saw my bike, finished my paper round and got straight down here.
This is WPC Page.
Hello.
She'll be coming with us.
No, I'm sorry, Sarge, but nobody wants to help.
Oh, great. I suppose we'll have to take the kid with us then.
OK, Lizzie.
Wait a minute, ain't she going with me? No, she's there arresting. You're mine. Yeah, but... But nothing, Gaines. Just get in the car. And your head.
There, look.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, this one. See those marks? That's where the water bottle holder used to be. And that scratch there on the handlebars. I did that putting the speedo on. Are you sure?
All right, let's go on in. And Carla, leave the talking to us.
They're the best handlebars you can get for the price.
Stolen, are they? Like my bike?
Carla?
He's got my bike, I told you he had.
Mr. Henderson.
We'll come back later.
PC stamp, WPC Page, Sunhill.
I'm Carla Graham and that's my bike in the window.
What's going on?
Carla, over here a minute.
The mountain bike you got in the window, marked second hand?
Yeah.
Can I ask where you got it from?
Took it in part exchange.
Oh, yeah? From who? When?
Why do you ask?
This young lady says it's her bike. She reckons it was stolen last week.
Got the frame number, have you?
Frame number?
Yeah, frame number. Everyone keeps it now for insurance.
Do you know the frame number?
No, I don't. Look, it is my bike.
We get a lot of this. Kids they come in here, see a second-hand bike they tried on, trying to make out it's theirs.
You do have the paperwork?
Yeah. There. Mr. R. Withers, 64 Elcott Street. I gave it an overall, put it in the window yesterday.
All you've done is change the fittings. It's still my bike.
Yeah. I sold him 6 wheels in part exchange.
6? I thought most bikes only needed 2.
All right, Mr. Henderson, we'll have a word with Mr. Withers, so you hang on to the bike till you hear from us, OK?
Yeah, well, next time try and make it outside business hours.
What happens now?
We're going to check on this Mr. Withers.
Well, can I come?
No, you can't. You go to school. We'll get back to you.
I shouldn't be here.
Just
I'm
shut
it. Shut it and sit down.
OK, you can keep that lot except the lighter.
What about the child, Sarge?
Well, I can't have him in here. There's no one to look after him. If I put him in with her, Monroe's going to be on the ceiling because I've locked a kid in the cells. She up to looking after him?
Can you wait over there, please, Lizzie? I'm pretty sure she can take care of him, Sarge. She didn't want to leave him with the neighbours, and it might help us if he's with her.
Right, well, I want to see it out of here as quick as possible, right?
Right, Sarge.
OK. Lizzie! OK, we don't normally put very young children in the cells, but you can see what it's like out here, so I'm going to put Sam in with you.
Thanks.
But the first sign of trouble, and I'll take him away from you. Do you understand?
Yeah, thanks.
Also, you've been found in possession, so you're going to have a body search. Reg? So,
Get out of here.
You two do the search. Let Tracy look after the kid.
That's some beer?
Mr. Gaines,
You should let me go.
Just shut up, will you? Shut it.
here to renew your season ticket, are you?
What's going to happen to Tony?
Gaines? Well, they'll book him in, do the property checks, and then they'll interview him.
And when will I see him?
I'm afraid I can't say. Well, sorry, it's not very much, is it? Right.
It's all right. He's just not used to men, people playing with him.
Yeah, well, he seems all right. How's he get on down the nursery? You know, when you take him out.
He doesn't. We don't go out.
Hello? Mr. Withers? No. But Mr. Withers does live here. No, never heard of him.
This is 64 Elcott Street.
Yes, miss. Thank you, sir. Sorry to disturb you. I'll pull.
Yeah, I'll get some oysters for,
Sam.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah.
All right, Lizzie. You've been arrested for possession. We need to satisfy ourselves that you don't have any drugs on you.
I told you, I'm not an addict.
Yeah. Tracy will look after Sam.
Well, you can't do this. You can't take him away.
That's all right,
It'll only be for a minute. Okay?
All right. If you'd like to take your clothes off, we'll check them.
Where's my little boy? Where have you taken him?
He'll be all right. If you could just put your arms up for me, please, Lizzie. A little bit higher. Okay. Spread your legs. Sit and bend over, please.
Tony, look. There's Carla.
What's she doing here? Supposed to be at school.
She can't still be doing her paper round.
Gonna have a word with her.
Right. You have a word, I'll wait here.
Carla! Carla Graham!
You got me my bike back then?
You're supposed to be at school, not working.
You're supposed to be getting my bike back, not cruising around.
Carla, I told you, it's going to take time.
Yeah, well, you get me my bike back and I'll go back to school.
Now, listen to me. We will get your bike back for you, but we've got to do things properly, and that will take time.
Here.
You've admitted to possessing heroin. Who supplies you?
Not Tony. I get it myself. In a pub. I'm not a dealer or anything.
Which pub?
I can't remember its name.
Where then?
It's a big pub. It's on the corner of the High Street. Creswell Arms, is it? It's a dealer's place. You should know it.
Okay, Lizzie. What about the TV and the other stuff?
They're Tony's.
Bought them at the Creswell Arms as well, did he?
No, he bought them at a warehouse.
Which one? Where did he get them?
Can I have Sam back now, please?
You can see him when we've finished.
Now, come on. Where did Gaines get the TV, the Walkmans and the microwave?
I told you, at the warehouse.
Shopping's not his style, Lizzie. He steals.
So?
Some bloke he knows.
Who?
Mate of his. Dennis?
Dennis who?
Dennis someone. I don't know. Can I have Sam back now, please?
Yes, Lizzie, in a minute.
Look, I want him now.
I mean, what's Carla doing with a paper round and delivering these in the middle of the morning?
Saving up for a new bike.
What are her parents doing, letting her get away with it?
Holly, how many parents of 15-year-olds know what they get up to half the time?
Mine did.
Yeah. That was then. This is now.
You got one for me, Suze?
Yeah, right. Right, Lizzie, I brought you some... Lizzie, what are you doing? Steve, get in here now!
No, wait a minute!
It's
It's all right. It's all right, darling. Calm down.
Give him back to me!
He'll be all
You
right.
can't go
He'll be
away
all
with
right.
me!
I caught a drug, Sarge. Heroin and...
I said no! You can't say it till the doctor's cleared it.
We really do need to speak to her.
I don't care. When Steve Loxton brought her in, she was hysterical. Now, I'm not going to take any more risks.
Fine. Reg, you were watching Lizzie. Didn't you notice anything about her?
Well, no. She was playing with a kid most of the time. I felt sorry for her.
Really? Nothing else?
Well, no. Well, you and June did the body search, right?
Yeah, Pete didn't think to check the child.
Matthew?
Just a little difference of opinion.
Right, we want to speak to Tony Gaines.
Gaines, be my guest.
He's down
Nothing on Mr. R. Withers.
Can't be lucky all the time, Tony.
Thanks, Donna.
Oh, Tony, I thought you were dealing with that girl and her bike.
All in hand, Steve.
Well, you better come and tell her that. She's back at the front desk again.
This isn't getting us anywhere. I've told you, we're following up on your bike.
So what you doing here then?
We're still trying to find Mr. Withers.
Carla, do your parents know you're bunking off school? Leafleting?
I have to get my rounds done.
What rounds?
Paper rounds, deliveries, I have to get them done. I can't afford not to. Without the bike, they eat into my school time, homework.
Carla, you're supposed to be at school.
So what kept you? I've been here hours.
You know the routine. We have to check things out.
Well, now you're here. I'm all yours.
The TV, video and sound system. Where did you get them?
Told you, down a warehouse.
And the 3 Walkmans? What do you need 3 for?
His and hers. Oh, and one for the kid.
And the microwave?
TV dinners.
Where did you get them?
I just told you. One of them warehouses down a trading estate some time ago.
We believe they're stolen.
Prove it, can you?
There's no doubt. They all have the same UV code.
Want me to save you time?
What?
3, 4, 2, SN, my age and the last part of my postcode. I told you they were mine. I bought all that stuff in good faith. Put my code on in case they got nicked. Neighbourhood watch lady was well impressed.
So you bought all the articles from a warehouse? Not from a friend?
What are you on about?
Just to be clear, you got all the stuff from a warehouse on the trading estate.
That's what I said.
No doubt Lizzie will back you up.
You've a very good relationship.
I'll take care of her.
And she does everything you say.
Look, she's a good girl. OK, she's a bit flaky. But she needs someone to look after her. You wouldn't know nothing about that, would you?
What about Lizzie's drugs? Any idea where she gets them?
Nah. Tell her she's stupid doing that stuff. She don't take no notice, though.
So it's nothing to do with you?
Well, make up your mind. 1 minute I'm a burglar, now I'm a drugs dealer.
Well, the heroin was found in your flat.
Our flat, darling. Our flat.
I've got a key.
Carla?
They just brought me home, that's all.
It's all right, Mr. Graham. There's no trouble.
So you've got a bike then?
Well, leave it, Dad, eh?
We're still looking into that, Mr. Graham. Could we come in, please?
Yeah, all right. Coffee?
No, thanks. We're all right.
I'll have one. It's important, see. She needs the bike for her rounds.
How many rounds does she do?
9 or 10. With me like this, we need every penny we can get. Her rounds make all the difference.
Mrs. Graham?
She walked out 3 years ago, after I got laid off.
You do know that Carla's been missing school, Mr. Graham?
Of course I do, but there's no other choice.
But she shouldn't be missing school. It's against the law.
Excuse me?
If she had her bike, she could do both.
We need a frame number, and it would be helpful to have a receipt.
There's one around somewhere, I'm sure there is.
This is just a waste of time.
Carla?
That should be all right. She's always been a bit lippy.
I'll go after her.
Dear Oscar 469 from 335 receiving.
Go ahead, Donna.
I found you Mr. Withers, Polly. I looked in the local paper. There were 3 advertisements for mountain bikes for sale, all the same phone number. I've just rung it now, and a Mr. Withers does live there.
Where's Sam? What's the matter, Lizzie? Need another hit?
No.
So, you can take it or leave it, can you?
It's not like that.
You heard me. Persuading them to let you keep Sam in the cell with you.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? What more can I say to you? I'm sorry. Sorry.
Fine. You should just be thankful that Sam didn't find the stuff. Otherwise, we could all be sitting in casualty. That's what they say about junkies, isn't it? No responsibility, no brains.
Look, you really think this is what I want? You think I wanted to put that stuff in Sam's pocket?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. You can't go on like this, you know, Lizzie. So why don't you just tell us the truth? Where do you get the heroin? Does Tony supply you?
I told you. I get it myself.
How, Lizzie, when you never go out? So Tony does get it for you. Tell me how you met. Simple. Just tell me how you met Gaines.
When I was 15, I ran away from home. Do you know I could sing? So I get in with some groups, make some demos.
And?
And I didn't make it. I stayed in one squat too many and I got pregnant, so the group chucked me out.
Go on.
And Tony found me. I was in a state and I suppose you could say that he rescued me. He even got the fat in our joint names to make it official. Before I met Tony, I'd done drugs before. Nothing heavy, though. He gave me heroin, and now I need it. I even tried...
Tried what, Lizzie?
The telephone.
It was you who gave us the tip-offs.
Yeah, but when you arrived at the flat, I got scared. I couldn't go through with it.
Well, you're here now.
But if I leave him, I'll lose Sam.
Listen to me, Lizzie. If you stay with Gaines, you may lose Sam anyway. Gaines is a thief. He's made you an addict. He's made you so desperate that you'll hide your gear on Sam.
That's called constructive possession.
You really don't have any options, Lizzie. If you stay with Gaines, one day we'll be fishing you out of the river. Who's going to look after Sam then?
Okay. Tell me what you want to know.
In your phone calls, you mentioned some jewellery.
I saw some. Only once, though.
Do you know where he keeps it?
No.
Is there any way he could keep it without you seeing it?
I can't think. He never tells me anything.
What about the drugs? Where does he keep your supply?
I don't know. See? I have to stand with my face pressed against the wall in the bedroom. And he goes out of the room. I don't know where he keeps it. I have to stay there looking at the wall. I mustn't move or I get punished. After a while he comes in and gives me my daily dose. He does it to me, you know, injects me. Gives me my little pickup.
What about the stuff we found this morning?
Oh, I get extra. For being a good girl.
We're looking for Mr. Withers.
So am I. He owes me 2 months' rent.
Do you mind if we have a look around?
Suppose not. Come through. I think this is what you're looking for. 23 last time I counted.
Thanks.
Mr. Withers, I presume.
You've had me down here all day, and you've got nothing. Now either charge me or let me go. Otherwise, I'll get a brief.
You can if you wish, and we'll talk to him and you later.
Later? Ooh, this is later.
Lizzie Hart has made a full statement, Tony.
And you believe her, do you?
Hasn't she always told the truth in the past?
What she said then?
I thought she always said what you told her to say.
So you've nothing to worry about, have you?
You know that stuff's done her brain in.
That stuff that you forced on her. That stuff that you used to get her to lie.
Listen, you. I looked after her. What I done for her own good, and whatever she's told you is all in her head. She don't know what she's saying.
That's why we're taking her back to the flat. To see who's telling the truth, you or Lizzie.
Not without me, you don't.
First, the flat's in both your names. Second, you're under arrest, and I now have sufficient reason to search the flat further. Lizzie's told us everything, Gaines.
You said something about getting a brief.
What is it now?
Is Carla in? We found the person who stole her bike.
She's still out. She ain't been back since you went.
Where'd you get that?
Why should I tell you, eh? You ain't done nothing.
'Cause it's not yours.
Oh, yeah, and you prove it's not.
Carla!
Gonna chase me then?
Carla!
OK, Suzi, let's go over it once more. You do the kitchen this time, I'll do in here.
Sarge.
Sarge? I think there's one too many pipes here.
What?
I think there's one too many pipes.
Be careful, you don't want to flood the place. Well, well, well.
You know what I've done, don't you?
You'll be all right, Lizzie.
This is going to be enough to put him away, isn't it? Because you realise that if you don't, he's going to kill me.
You'll be okay.
And Sam, what about Sam? You're not going to take Sam away from me, are you?
Don't worry, Lizzie. Sam will be all right.
Yeah, we'll make sure Sam's okay. Won't we, Suzi?
Early yesterday morning, the murdered body of Tim Weller was found on the footpath leading from this car park to the playing fields behind. Inspector, what can you tell us about why this young man died?
Very little at this stage. That's why we're making this appeal to the public. There must have been people in this car park that saw Mr. Weller leave that public house on Wednesday evening, alone or with someone else.
So you think he might have known his killer?
Well, again, we can't say. But I will say, if anyone has any information, they must contact us immediately on the Sun Hill incident room number.
Mr. Yates? Mr. Yates?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm DC Lyons, Sun Hill. I understand that you attended Tony Holt's leaving party on Wednesday night.
Anything for the indexes?
Yeah, this one. I've just got to check this with Superintendent Greenall.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jan.
So, we've traced about a dozen other people who were drinking in the main part of the pub on Wednesday night. Do you want me to start following them up?
No, I think we'll see what we can get from Tim Weller's work colleagues before we throw the net wider.
Well, not a lot so far from what I hear.
Well, if we can't get any leads from the party in the function room, what are we looking at? Dispute with other drinkers in the car park?
Or maybe just an encounter with a passerby, a mugger or something.
Well, if it comes to that, it really will be luck in a prayer time.
So the call time and Mr. Weller said he was going. How did he put it?
Just that he'd had enough and he was off.
Had enough in what sense?
Enough to drink. We were getting another round in, see?
Didn't it surprise you they didn't want to stay to the bitter end?
No, he's been on about wanting to get away on account of he was on earlys next morning. Didn't want too much of a hangover.
He didn't say he was going to meet anyone. Who he was going home with, anything like that?
No, just that he was off and he'd see us the next day.
The murder weapon.
How can you be so sure?
Well, you've had the post-mortem report. Cause of death, brain hemorrhage following several heavy blows to the head.
Right.
Now, as you can see from the photographs of the body, the pattern of the bruising matches nicely with the shape of the bottle.
Very nice.
As do the lacerations on the right side of the head, where the bottle must have shattered on the final blow.
Were there any fingerprints left on the bottle?
No, nothing we could lift. The bottle's covered in a dried-on, grimy film, obviously been lying out in the open for quite some time.
Fiona Harrop, please take a seat. We're just having a word with everyone who attended a leaving party at the Cranley Arms, yeah? So, which section do you work in?
I'm the MD's secretary.
And how well did you know Tim Weller?
I danced with him halfway through the evening, and then he went and got me a drink. I suppose after that I didn't really talk to him again. There were a lot of people there.
So you didn't see him leave?
No.
There was little external bleeding, so it's unlikely that the murderer would have blood-stained clothing.
That's a shame.
However, all is not lost. Mr. Weller's clothes contained many shards of glass from the broken bottle.
Well, I'll have to take your word for that.
Now, glass is very useful stuff forensically. We can measure the refractive index of even a speck of glass, and every batch has a different index.
So, we're looking for bits of glass.
The murderer's arm must have been peppered with fragments.
Wouldn't they just shake off?
No. Shards like this can snag in cloth so well, they probably wouldn't wash out. The only other thing we found was a hair between the fingers of his right hand.
May I?
Of course.
One hair.
Ah, quite an interesting hair. Short, dyed brown, but with 2 millimeters of white regrowth at the root. Most likely a woman's.
I wanted to talk to someone.
What about?
The murder on the playing fields.
Well, what interest have you got in that?
I may have seen something.
Well, you've got some information.
That's right.
Just take a seat. I'll get someone to talk to you.
Thank you.
Tim Weller was well liked by his workmates and popular with the ladies. One of the lads. Even a good maintenance engineer. No one had a bad word to say about him.
Any gossip about his personal life?
Well, he went out with quite a few of the girls in the plant, but wasn't associated with anyone in particular.
What do we know about his last movements?
Several people confirmed that he left the function room alone just after last orders were called, with the intention of walking home.
No one saw him in the car park?
Well, no one else appears to have left at the same time.
Well, how many people were at the party?
45.
And they've all been asked where they were when last orders were called?
Yes, sir.
OK. I want every one of those names up here, who they were talking to, and whether that cross-checks with the statement of the other person. Let's see who we can't account for.
I'm WDS Morgan, Mr.
McDade.
What was it you wanted to talk to us about?
You're on a murder investigation, are you? The bloke that was found in the park yesterday morning.
Do you know something about it?
I'm not exactly sure.
Why don't you tell me?
I should have come in earlier, shouldn't I? I didn't think anything at the time. It was only when I saw it on the television this morning that I thought about it.
Well, any information you can give us will be more than helpful.
Have you got anyone for it yet?
We've not arrested anyone, no. Why don't you just tell me what's concerning you?
See, I live on the other side of the playing fields.
Drydle Road?
That's right. I walk my dog round the fields. Know every inch. Anyway, that night...
What night, Mr. McDade?
Well, you know, Wednesday. Tommy and me, we were doing our usual circuit past the back of the pub.
At what time?
It was about 11:30. This man came running down the footpath. The one from the pub car park. Gave us a bit of a fright running out like that.
What was he, a jogger?
No, he wasn't got up like a jogger.
Did he seem agitated?
But he was certainly in a hurry.
Can you describe him?
He was tall. Taller than me, anyway.
6 foot?
Something like that. And he must have been quite old, you know, 50 or something, because he had grey hair.
What was he wearing?
I don't remember.
Oh, overall impression. Smart, casual?
It happened very quickly.
Was he carrying anything?
No.
Where did he go?
He ran along the edge of the fields and then up the bank onto the main road again.
Would you know him again if you saw him?
Oh, yeah. Is that any help?
Well, everything's useful. Even if this man wasn't involved, it's important to eliminate him.
Actually, there was something else. A minute before I saw this bloke run out, I heard someone yell something.
What?
It sounded like Pete. That's what I thought it was.
Or greeting him or calling him over?
No. Like he was frightened. Or in pain.
According to forensic, glass fragments from the broken bottle are our best bet.
The bottle didn't shatter. It cracked fairly cleanly.
Well, apparently, even a clean break can produce lots of tiny chips of glass.
What about this hair between the fingers?
Well, it's difficult to say. Short, grey, dyed, dark brown. He probably had contact with a woman prior to leaving the party.
Well, that should be easy enough to establish.
We mustn't rule out the possibility the assailant was a woman. Weller had a fair bit to drink, according to the PM. He wouldn't have been that steady on his feet.
Yeah, and he certainly was a bit of a ladies' man.
Was there any aggravation at that party?
No, just your average, good-natured, well-oiled, what's leaving do.
Except this one ended in murder.
Thank you, Mr. McDade. You've been very helpful.
What happens now? I mean, supposing it was him, would I have to give evidence in court?
Well, that's hard for me to say, Mr. McDade. It depends what other evidence there was. I wouldn't worry about it at this stage, though.
Oh, I wouldn't mind.
I'm a bit worried about the timing, Gov. Mr. McDade says he saw this man at about 11:30. I thought Weller left the party at 11.
Yes, but we can't fix the time of death exactly.
Well, where would Weller have been for the intervening half an hour?
True. But surely if he'd been hanging around a pub, someone would have seen him.
Well, this man Mr. McDade saw may have simply stumbled on Weller, thinking that he was a drunk who'd passed out or something.
Yeah, so we need to talk to him, no matter who he is.
Did McDade say he'd come up with a photo fit?
Yeah, I think so. Had to go home, though. He's worried about leaving his dog too long.
Right, see if there's any artists available. And then pull all the Peters we've got out of the system.
I think there are 2 or 3 on the employees list.
We've got 5 people at the party, not accounted for at the time Weller left the pub.
Yeah, 2 women and 1 man who said he left around 10:30, and 2 men who left shortly before Weller. Now, they would have been driving home at the time of the murder.
The rest of them cross-check in terms of alibis.
Right. I want you to talk to these 5 people again. Confirm their travel time and time of arrival home. And I want the clothing they were wearing, whether it's been laundered or not, sent to forensic.
Right, sir.
This has just arrived, sir.
Oh, good. OK, listen up, everyone. This is a recording of the 999 call we got reporting the murder at 7:14 on Thursday morning. As you know, it was anonymous. We'd very much like to speak to this gentleman again, so please take note of the voice.
He certainly didn't want to talk.
I know who that is, Gov.
Why didn't McDade call the police that night if he thought something was wrong?
Seems odd.
Yeah, and why didn't he tell me it was him who found the body?
What was your general impression of him?
Well, he seemed almost too anxious to help.
And what hard information did he actually give you?
The description of the man he saw running into the playing fields, hearing someone shout the name Pete, and the time, 11:30.
But nothing that had been corroborated by anyone else.
No, Gov.
It took him 24 hours to come forward with vital information, no matter how keen he seemed to be to help.
Yeah, well, he said he didn't think it was important until he saw it on the news this morning.
It just doesn't wash, not if he reported the crime.
Come in. Peter up, John.
That's me.
Take a seat, will you?
The other fella saw me this morning.
Yes, I know. Look, it won't take long. There's just a few details to be cleared up, that's all. I see you're a delivery driver.
That's right, yeah.
OK. Well, let's go back to your statement about Wednesday night. You say you left just before 11 o'clock.
That's right.
Did you leave with anyone? See anybody in the car park?
No one that I knew.
And you live in Pentley Street?
Yeah. I told the other guy all this.
How long a drive is that from the Cranley Arms pub?
10 minutes.
So you arrived home at what time?
Would have been about 11:15.
Are you married, Miss Dropjohn?
Yeah.
Could your wife verify the time you got home?
She was in bed.
Well, she must have heard you come in.
I suppose so.
Well, we'll need to have a word with her. And we'd also like to take away the clothes you were wearing on Wednesday night.
What for?
Just for elimination purposes.
Janice? Janice Rowley?
Yeah?
DC Woods, can I have a word with you?
Do sit down.
Oh, thanks very much, Tom. Can you tell me what time your husband got home on Wednesday night?
After the party?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I'd gone up to bed.
He must have come in very quietly.
We have separate rooms. Peter's very restless. He doesn't sleep well.
Any idea at all?
Oh, it was after 10:30. I do know that, because that's when I went up.
Do you know what clothes your husband was wearing on Wednesday night?
Oh, yes. He rang me, told me you might be wanting them.
And that's what he wore, yes?
Oh, yes. He told me exactly what to give you.
Don't you remember?
I couldn't say. I didn't actually see... He'd gone before I got up.
I don't like parties. I only really went
Because what?
because of Tim. He persuaded me.
Tim Weller. Were you good friends?
He was hard to ignore.
Did you go out with him?
A couple of times. It was nothing like that, though. He was friendly with all the girls on the line.
And you didn't mind that?
No one took him seriously. He was just someone to have a laugh with. Everyone knew what he was like. He was a nice guy. It's not a good idea to get involved with people you work with, though, don't you think?
Well, that's what they say. Still happens all too often, though.
I learned the hard way. Never again. That's why I left the party early.
Someone you didn't want to see?
Yeah.
Who was that, Janice?
Peter Upjohn.
Alex, why didn't you tell me you made that 999 call?
What?
I heard your voice on tape.
I don't know. I didn't think it was important. Well, compared to what I'd seen and heard.
Well, then why did you wait all night before doing anything about it?
I didn't think anything of it at the time. Then I began wondering.
You witnessed something suspicious, thought about it all night, concluded someone had been murdered, and phoned the police the next day. Yes?
Yeah, that's it.
Alex, we've got a warrant to search your flat.
What for?
Well, for a start, we need to see the clothes you're wearing on Wednesday night.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Well, then, if you've any sense, you'll help us eliminate you.
I don't know why you...
What's this, Mr. McDade?
I was just being friendly. Polite, the way you do.
And Peter Upjohn took this to mean something else.
It was so embarrassing. I mean, he's really old. How could he think that I would... It was awful. He started dyeing his hair and dressing, you know, too young. Hanging around all the time trying to talk to me.
Did you make it clear that you weren't interested?
He just refused to believe me.
Did he talk to you at the party?
I avoided him. That's why I left early. I was determined not to have a scene.
But he would have seen you dancing with Tim.
I suppose so.
Did you know Tim Weller?
Of course not.
But yet you say you witnessed some events that may be connected to his murder.
Well, sort of.
Were you or were you not behind the Cranley Arms public house between 11 and 11:30 on Wednesday evening?
No.
So you didn't witness anything?
No.
But you claimed you did to frame Peter Upjohn for the murder. What have you got against Mr. Upjohn?
Nothing.
Then why did you walk into a police station and accuse him of murder?
I found his identity pass near the body.
When was this?
About 7 in the morning on Thursday. I was out walking my dog.
Oh, we're not back to what the dog brought home again, are we?
All right, look, I know it was a stupid thing to do. But I was in a state of shock. It's not every day. I was walking along and I saw him lying there.
Did you touch anything else?
Well, I went over in case he wasn't. But I could see he was.
Dead?
Yeah. I'd never seen a dead body before. I mean, I've seen photos of murders, but this... I couldn't believe it.
So you had a good look. Then what?
Well, I knew I should go and phone the police. But as I was walking away, I saw that card.
Lying where?
Further up from a bit. Towards the pub.
You picked it up?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I thought it might be a clue. It might have got trampled on, you might have missed it.
You removed vital evidence from the scene of a crime.
Well, I found the body, didn't I? I wanted to be... I don't know, I wanted to help, that's all.
You wanted to be a vital part of the investigation. You wanted to be star witness.
Go on, Alex.
When I called 999, they started asking who I was and where I was calling from. I got scared. Then I thought, well, if I describe the bloke, well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Of course it's not the same thing. Anyone could have dropped that card.
What?
Finding an ID card is a very different thing from having a witness identifying a person as being at the scene. You've wasted valuable police time, Mr. McDade. You've impeded a murder inquiry. You've perhaps even jeopardised the outcome.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Sorry's not enough. It's up, John. We won all right.
You mean you believe McDade's story?
McDade described Upjohn as he is here in his security pass, grey-haired. If he was trying to frame him or cover up for something, he wouldn't have made such a stupid mistake. It's obvious he's never met Upjohn.
But apart from the evidence of the ID card, is there anything else to place Upjohn at the scene?
Upjohn is dark-haired now. There was a dyed hair with a grey root found between Weller's fingers.
Will a single hair be enough to convict him?
Not in itself, but his clothes might do the trick.
Results have come through from forensic, Gov.
Well?
No glass on any of the clothing we obtained from Upjohn.
Thanks, Tosh.
Upjohn told his wife which clothes to hand over. She couldn't say they were the ones he was wearing on Wednesday evening.
Well, we better find someone who can.
Well, it won't be easy. I mean, can you remember the shirt I had on yesterday?
Listen, if necessary, we'll take every stitch of clothes Upjohn owns and we'll send it away for examination.
As far as I can tell, Upjohn made quite a fool of himself over this girl, and she was certainly very friendly with Weller.
Good work, Alan. Detective Inspector Harry Haynes, Sun Hill. We want a word with Peter Upjohn. Do you know where he is?
Peter? He left about half an hour ago.
On a job?
No, he just went off.
Well, he just went off, just like that.
Didn't say a word to anyone. There's a delivery out there waiting. Mr. Kent's very angry. Peter's really going to catch it when he turns up again.
I'm not a waste of time.
If you'd like to come this way, Mr. McDade.
He can't say that. He's got no right to say that.
He said you'd wasted police time. There's a difference.
They only want you in the police if you've got a university degree now.
Well, I haven't got one.
They just trip you up with all their clever questions. It's all what you think should be done about this and what's your opinion of that.
There's a lot more to police work than solving murders, Mr. McDade. A lot more.
Detective Inspector Harry Haynes. This is Superintendent Greenall, Sun Hill. Is Mr. Upjohn in?
Yes, actually. He's out doing some gardening.
Excuse me.
He got home early.
Mr. Upjohn.
What's this, Mr. Upjohn? Something burning that can't wait?
Doesn't look like garden refuse to me.
We'll let the forensic boys be the judge of that. Peter Upjohn, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Oh, my God.
We'll leave the contents of the incinerator bagged up.
Yes, well, it's difficult to know whether those clothes will be any use as evidence now.
We got enough to put a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah.
This is all to do with that girl, isn't it?
Well, I don't know until I've spoken to your husband, Mrs. Upjohn.
He used to sit out here in his car. This thing he got to try and impress her. He had some photographs of her in the glove compartment. Look. I'll show you. He used to sit and stare at them and cry to himself. Like a man possessed. It was pathetic. She was half his age.
So you knew about it then?
He didn't care what I thought. He didn't care about anything but her, and she wanted nothing to do with him. She even telephoned me once, begging me to talk to him, to make him leave her alone. She said he was following her around, trying to find out who she was seeing, and she wasn't seeing anyone, but he wouldn't believe her.
Sir? Have a look at these.
Glass shards?
Either glass or a bad case of dandruff.
All right. Get in.
I didn't mean to do it. I was only going to warn him. He didn't care for her. Not like I did.
Just get in. Don't be a fool, man!
Peter!